What's up, guys? It's Pavle, and this is my week 13 summary. This was a pretty standard week in terms of, what we had to do. Let me pull it up here. Got pretty standard week. Just responses and then just the standard neat resource discussion. I thought the discussion was super interesting. AI is a very promising future, and it's something that I think is inevitably going to happen. So it's good to educate ourselves and get a background and understanding of what we can expect, like some of the things we have to worry about, and just kind of things like that. When it comes to in class time or out of class time, I should say, I spent around the usual of 12, 13 hours just working on everything, just responding and stuff like that. Some weeks it's more, some weeks it's less, depending on everything. Class was also pretty standard from what we've been doing the past few weeks. We went to the computer lab. We just continued working with the Arduino. We ended up getting done to project 6, I think maybe even 7. And yeah, it was pretty standard. I ended up, while my other group mates were working on the Arduino and just doing that, I was working on the car, and then we just kind of interchanged like we did before, and we ended up finishing pretty much most of the car of all the parts that it came on it. So now we just need to attach the Arduino shield and motor. That's pretty much it for class. Tuesday or Thursday, I wasn't able to go because I ended up getting sick for the weekend, so I wasn't able to make that. But yeah, I tried to text my groups, and I'm assuming we just did the Arduino thing. And yeah, to move on. When it comes to neat resource, we still touched up again on the AI, which I thought was super interesting. A lot of people posted Elon Musk's videos because he's very prominent and known to spread awareness about AI and the capabilities and everything like that. And I think he's definitely a big figure for that. My two highlights that I think are the very first one, which is just Franco. I think he posted a really good video that gives you a good solid interview and background about Elon and all the things that really just he talks about in a lot of videos, but just more in depth too. Is a good discussion. And then the second highlight I would say goes to Jarrett for me. He also posted Elon video, but he posted it from the Joe Rogan podcast, which I thought was super good. And the video, aside from just that beginning portion, really goes into kind of just understanding why AI is kind of, as you see the title, the last invention, because it's just after that we won't have to. It will just work on its own and create and innovate to a point where human capabilities can't even go, at least now. So I thought that was a really good video from Jarrett. And yeah, this week was in terms of class time pretty standard. You get more experience with the Arduino, so I learned a lot, how to work more and how to get what I want out of the Arduino, and that goes for my group too. We just kind of learned more in depth with that. And I just honestly learned a lot from reading all the responses from people and just getting their ideas about AI. It's good to see that. It's entertaining just to see, because it's still something that's very early on and hasn't been set to date, but it's coming fast, and we don't know where it's gonna stop and how it's gonna go. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna be uploading this to my YouTube channel like all my other ones, and thanks for watching. I will see you next week.